can improve non-verbal communication like body language and tonality to enhance our overall message?
Very good question that you have asked. Tonality, the best example is if you are admitted, God forbid, if you are admitted or a patient is admitted in a hospital, you see that machine, the readings goes up and down. So that means the person is still alive and breathing. But when the line is flat, that means the doctor will declare the person is dead. So if your tone is flat tone, you are monotonous, yes, very flat tone, you don't sound interesting. Rather it comes as very boring. We cannot get to their minds, or whatever message we want to deliver, it is not delivered effectively. So if we have to improve our tone, it should go up and down. How it will go? Through our tone, through our voice modulation, intonations. So this is all required. When we speak in variety, when we speak our language or speak sentences, we should put variety in that. Otherwise, flat tone is so uninteresting. Firstly, this. And second, non-verbal communication. First is body language, facial expression, tone of the voice, obviously we discussed. Then another thing is when you show your head movements. If you nod your head, nodding your head, so that means you are listening, you are able to understand. Or some point in time you don't agree with the points, then you just simply nod left to right. That means no, you don't agree with this point. Correct. So without even speaking, without even interrupting the person, you are conveying the message that this is interesting or this is one point where I don't agree with you. And additionally, these simple things, the body language itself speaks. Major thing in the face is your smile. So whatever you speak, if you keep a smile on your face, first it will add value to your face. And additionally, the other person is not just listening. The other person is observing you throughout, be it video mode, like how we are doing a video now, or when you meet physically also. People not just listen, they keep observing you from top to bottom, like every bit of your physical appearance is observed and perceived. So you have to have that positive thoughts that also is reflected. So that's called an energy. So when our voice is having that energy, that is when we can connect with the other person. So these are certain tips we can utilize and make our communication more effective.
Yeah, very nicely explained. And the correct use of pauses like comma, where to put a comma and where to put a full stop, where to take a pause, where to stop, where to increase the volume, where to emphasize on certain points or certain things that you want to emphasize. Very good example, Najma, and I'll tell you, we both are following Bin Jiang, who is a body language communication expert. How your voice is like a piano and you are just using one note, dun, 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 dun. That's what we have been doing till today, right? But the best example that he gave is, you read a book. Everyone says in mehfil or in social gathering that I'm a reader. So if you ask any person that, do you remember one page of any book? And people will say no. But do you remember a particular song, any song? You remember, right? Why do you remember? Because it got some rhythm. It sounds interesting, it has emotions, it can connect to you. So if something is connecting to you, that's the point which people remember. So right now, if I'm talking to you or Najma is talking to the audience right now, if there is no tonality, if there is no ups and downs, there is no body involved, then it will sound boring, it will go really boring, it will sound monotonous, and people don't like monotonous life.
Yes, yes. I would like to add here. See, when it comes, written communication is also one part, right, in communication. While writing, we use the correct punctuation, comma, full stop. When we want to say inverted comma, we want to say something important, direct speech. So from third person direct speech, we put in inverted commas or double inverted commas, or we put in parentheses, or we, italics the word, highlight the word, or we make it bold, underline. Something important, we just underline it. So in written, it is much easier for someone to identify whichever is bold or highlighted words. But when it comes to speaking, how will you highlight your important words? One, we are speaking with tonality, that is ups and downs you have to create. Additionally, what you can do whenever you want to say something very important, you have to either speak very slowly. You should go deep Like, for example, if I'm giving you, this is a very important subject where you need to understand. So, what happens? You will give more attention to it, or we should increase the volume. See, this has been an interesting subject all this while, and you should definitely practice this. So, when I speak in a louder tone, you put attention, or when I speak in a lower tone, you put attention to it. So, this is how we can highlight the important aspect of our complete speech. So wherever we put this tonality, that is where you can highlight. And putting comma and full stop is, if you want to put comma whenever you are speaking, give 1 second pause. If you want a full stop, give 2 to 3 second pause. So that is where it's understood that yes, one sentence is complete and now the next sentence is beginning. It should not happen. And rate of speech also, you should never speak too fast, like an express train. If I want to demonstrate a very quick speech, see, when I'm giving my introduction, I'm Najma Sharif. I hail from Bangalore and I'm doing communication mastery programs. From my academy, I have various programs where I'm helping individuals, from students, teachers. And so, what is this? I'm going too fast. You cannot understand, first thing. And second, my energy is getting wasted. Ask me to please repeat. If someone is speaking fast, they will ask, Express, please stop. Express train, they will tell. Shatabdi Express is the fastest train. So they will ask, oh, Shatabdi, please stop. Or we should not speak so slow that people get sleepy. My name is Najma Sharif. I come from Bangalore. So it is very slow. We have to speak in a moderate speech. It should neither be too fast or too slow. This one we can maintain the rate of speech, then pitch of our voice, whether we should speak in a high pitch or low pitch, then the tonality. And also we should speak in a positive tone. You might have heard, no, I do not like the tone in your voice. Some saying this, or some will also tell, some will have angry tone. No matter what they speak, they are so angry. It doesn't sound they are requesting. They are always ordering around. So that tone nobody likes. Nobody likes to take orders.
Yes.
So you should have a tone with respect and with request always. So if you put it as a request, even if you don't say please also doesn't matter. Just with your tone, the other person can make out whether it is an order or a request.
Very nicely explained. Yes, Najma. So when you talk about the example that you gave, I am Najma Sharif and I do blah 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 blah, everything. So when you are doing that, then the listener in front of you is not getting time to process. So it is not us only, but it is for the listener to process that information, to think. Otherwise, if we will read out one page and we have by-hearted that information and we just go and vomit, no one is there to take that. So we need to give the listener the processing time so that they can connect better. That is important. Thank you so much, Najma.